Radio Biafra equipment is a nuclear weapon, says DSS to the court in the case of Nnamdi Kanu trial that they went to court yesterday. Thank you for joining me. If today is your first time of coming across my video, watching my video, please kindly subscribe to this channel, on your notification, share this video massively, because as it is right now, Nnamdi Kanu is winning the war. Because you come to court and tell court that radio equipment, Radio Biafra equipment that Nnamdi Kanu, which they say Nnamdi Kanu smuggle it into the country, is an atomic bomb. That is what they tell the court. But I trust the court is there. They will do justice to that. Don't forget that these are the same allegations they brought against Nnamdi Kanu when the senior advocate Mike Zagome, the senior advocate lawyer from Edo State, was able to trash it and win in the gate federal government before Bola Ahmed Tinubu came in and started the issue of Nnamdi Kanu trial afresh. Yes, of course. Yesterday, let me briefly go on what go on in court yesterday. DSS witness yesterday came in and they said Nnamdi Kanu instructed him to kill whether 30,000 people, but he was able to kill just 30 people. 30 people, or 300 people thereabout. Now the fact is that it's not just for you to come before the judge and make an accusation against person. Where is the evidence that back up to Nnamdi Kanu send you to go and kill these innocent people? I think the Nnamdi Kanu lawyer is still going to examine what the DSS witness have said before the court. Mind you, yesterday was another big battle in court yesterday, as the federal government yesterday prevent more evidence to nail Nnamdi Kanu. One of it is that Nnamdi Kanu smuggled his radio equipment to Nigeria. Which they have turned into now that is an atomic bomb to come and bomb people in the southeast. Of course, the lawyers, Nnamdi Kanu legal team are there. They are there to do the needful. Don't forget that there's no panic. There's no cause for alarm for everything that have happened in court yesterday, because it seems to be everything the same thing they did during the Buhari government, that the senior advocate Mark Ezegome trash everything he won the federal government. They are the same thing they are still presenting, and that's why if you follow me on this platform, one thing I have been saying that it was wrong initially for President Bola, with due respect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to start this case of Nnamdi Kanu trial. Maybe peradventure it is the Fulani men who are pushing him to do more, because I feel no reason. I see nothing in this case of Nnamdi Kanu. It's just a waste of time and waste of resources. To crying out loud, we are seeing a situation where our country, where we find ourselves now, under this Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's why you should not allow this Fulani men to be pushing him to the wall. Under your very government, 2 years we have spent as a president now, you have borrowed more than Yar'Adua, from combined Yar'Adua, Jonathan, Buhari government together, Obasanjo together. You have borrowed more than them for 2 years. It's in the public domain. So these people should not be pushing you to the wall. They should not be pushing you, and I don't even agree that these people are pushing you. You intentionally, you are fighting this battle by yourself. Because why didn't they push you for you to go for Omo Orechowore, who is calling for a revolution under your government? Why didn't you go for Sunday Igboho, who also submit an application letter under your government to UK government that Yoruba nation want to exit from Nigeria? Yet it's coming to Nigeria, it's going. So for me, fighting the issue of Nnamdi Kanu for me was just not this thing. You and I know, the government, or even Bola Ahmed Tinubu knew what Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for. Was against this Islamization agenda. Was this against this marginalized? How they are marginalized for a while. You cannot beat a child and you expect him to cry. For crying out loud, we have Wazobia in this country, in which we have the Igbo, the Hausa, and the Yoruba. You shifted the Igbos one side, maybe probably because of what happened in the Biafra war. So many people still have grudges in their heart. They will not let it go. So people must pay for it and all that, what Buhari came to do. But if you want to grow country, you want the country to flourish, you have to let bygone to be bygone. Irrespective of whoever is at fault or not. I believe the people who championed the Biafra war, both in Biafra land, in Nigeria, who fight them, even Yakubu is still alive, most of the people, Nigeria soldier or Biafra soldier, most of them have gone. Why are we still dwelling on the past? How I wish President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will come and show true leadership of his coming. He will have tried all this thing and do this thing and call people to go round table. Yes, of course, we have heard you. This is what you want. We'll start doing this thing. You amend it by talking, not by you think you hold somebody a ransom. And that's why I'm saying that the world is watching. It's watching for everything that is happening in this case. All right. So yesterday, for some of you, maybe because not many media will have the courage to come and tell you what is going on, to tell you this is what is going on, this is not what is going on in court. There are people now who are trying to push a wrong narrative out there. This is that. But this is what just happened in court yesterday, and you can see that the case also have been adjourned. But the shocking news right now is that this case has been moved to the DSS headquarters. I repeat, this Nnamdi Kanu case right now has been moved to DSS headquarters. Now, I will come to this topic again. Let's visit what happened in Finland also. In Finland yesterday, it was not coincidentally that Samuel Ekpa issue yesterday, trial yesterday, was still in Finland too. And you can see in the process of all this thing is the struggle for the referendum. Every country today who have their freedom, go and ask them in one way or the other, they are paid the ultimate price. Anything that is for you will not just come easily like that. And this is the reason what you see that these people are passing through today. Don't be surprised, because from your miss, they will use people against you. In court yesterday, the person that, the witness yesterday who come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu, the name is Benjamin, is it Benjamin something? It's an Igbo name. Who came that Nnamdi Kanu instructed him to kill whether 30,000 or 300 people, he was able to buy 30 people. So they are using your people against you. That is how it is right from time of memorial. It is people who are closer to you, they will use against you. They use Judas Iscariot to capture Jesus Christ. So you might not be too disappointed. What happened in Finland? The three people that wanted to go and testify against Samuel Ekpa yesterday in court they are still Igbos. Put on IPOP this, and the allegation that is going on under the DOS. I don't want to go there. But anyone who presents himself to be an enemy of this struggle, definitely should know that it will not end well. Go and check history. People who have gone right now in the case of this struggle. I said the time without number, I'm not an Igbo. But if you look at it vividly, even Fulani will testify to it that Nnamdi Kanu is chosen by the gods of the Igbo. And that's why any Igbo man who drink Igbo water, who eat the food from Biafra land, who will take it upon himself to counter this mission, they will not go scot-free. So many things are happening in the country that, as I keep saying it, there are so many things that are happening in the country that the government is supposed to pay more attention to, rather than this issue of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, why can't they resurrect the issue of the 6 people that AU sent to Buhari then? Please, you people should share this video. Why can't the Bola Ahmed Tinubu resurrect this issue now? Who are the 6 people that AU hand over to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to Buhari, that are sponsoring Boko Haram? Why did they die the case down up to now? Because they are first-class citizens. Because they are not from Igbo tribe. That's why they died the case down. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu start the trial of this Nnamdi Kanu, he should be able to still stand up and start that trial. These people have caused more damage than what you people are pursuing in the case of Nnamdi Kanu or Samuel Ekpa right now. You know what it takes. You know damage that this Boko Haram have caused Nigeria. Nigeria military that have been purchased with money. They invaded the place. They buy Nigeria soldiers. Today now, you see that Nigeria youth are losing interest in joining Nigeria army or in Nigeria security, any Nigeria security. That's why Governor Sowolu, there are so many benefits in joining Nigerian army, this and that. There's no go to Southeast and be begging Igbo city, come and join Nigeria. If it is easy, let the governors of Southeast, whole put of them match as Oludo, let their children go and join Nigerian army. Let their children to join police. Why is it that it is only poor man children that join the security? At the end of it today, they use their life as a trade by biter for these terrorist people. In the case of what is happening in my region today, where these people who invaded the Benue people invaded Plateau, invaded Taraba, they buy people, they go scot-free. All the security agents could tell us, oh, they are powerless, they need to wait to hear instruction from the federal government before they can swing into action. Who does this thing? These people are doing. What now make you think that people will not believe what T.Y. Danjuma have said? That these people, they are compromised. That Nigeria should rise up and fight for themselves. We're being told now that over 100 Benue, Otukpo local government in Benue, where these people are taking this killing on a daily, taking as a routine, buying people now, has been arrested by Nigeria soldiers. Reportedly, that is the news that is going on. What is happening to us? So if Nigeria government can wake up and arrest over 100 youth in Benue State who stood to protect their people, what stopped the Nigerian armies to stop this mayhem who they think they are coming from afar away from Nigeria to come and buy people in Benue on a daily basis? Can't you now see that these people intentionally are putting Nnamdi Kanu because Nnamdi Kanu was the one that is trying to expose them? And that's why you can see today now, they are not happy because they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Why is the Fulani men, why are they afraid of Nnamdi Kanu release? For the first instance, what is the problem of Fulani with Nnamdi Kanu release? Nnamdi Kanu is not coming to your region to destroy, it's in the southeast. The Boko Haram that are destroying your region, who have taken over your region, does not allow people to go to farm and do their thing. What have you people done about that? Somebody like Aero-Faison that says anybody that calls for Nnamdi Kanu release is a terrorist. What action has he taken in terms of the Boko Haram that are buying people in Borno State, where is it called? In different places in the north? These Fulani headsmen that have taken over the Nigeria as a state. Now the father is running up and down. Now he wants to become president. He wants to make sure that power gives Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Fine, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not doing up to expectation. Nobody will argue that. But these same people who are clamoring for power now, are they going to do something different from what Bola Ahmed Tinubu? No, the answer is no. They are just going there to grab power. They don't have any mission for this country. And that's why I said this country needs to be divided. Let everybody go. These are the same set of people in 2015 who came, they lied to us. Somebody like Rotimi Amechi, this Aero-Faison who are coming out to grab power from Bola Ahmed Tinubu so that they too can cause more harm to Nigeria problem. These are a set of people who said oh, Buhari was the right person to rule Nigeria. They demarket Jonathan. They water Jonathan down. They do all sorts of things against the Jonathan government. They put Jonathan government down. They orchestrated the Boko Haram kidnapping with the help of Obama to water down the government of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. They involve innocent people like Aisha Buhari, people like Ele Kusili, who were on the front running. Jonathan must do this and another. Some clergies like Fadam Baka, is it Fadam Baka? We have today Bakari. The rest of them here in the southwest who galvanized together, they brought Jonathan government down. They were Christian, using by Fulani to bring Jonathan down with the help of Tinubu. Today now, all of them have gone mute. Nobody is talking about the atrocity that is happening in Nigeria. The people that are being killed in Benue now, they are Christians. Majorly they are Christians. Why is these spiritual leaders in the southwest here, all over Nigeria, why are they not wake up and talk? Why did they leave only the matter to only Reverend Father? As if it is only Catholic Church they are killing in Benue. All these Pentecostal church, didn't they have the branches in the Benue, in Taraba, in Plateau? So if you look at all these things that what is happening, you will discover that these people have a mission. Please share this video, subscribe to this channel, and on your notification. Breaking news, breaking news. DSS now have officially moved the case of Nnamdi Kanu to DSS headquarters now, after witnesses came to court yesterday and told the court that Nnamdi Kanu, Benjamin something like that, told the court that Nnamdi Kanu instructed him to kill over whether 300 people. He was able to slaughter 30 people. But the answer is that where is the evidence? Where is the thing that to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu instructed you? It's not just to come to court and after you have collected money and come and talk trash in the court. No, prove evidence. These are the same people who came out and said, oh, Nnamdi Kanu instructed them to go and burn vehicles during the SARS, to burn police station. They were asked questions, where is the plate number of motor that were burned? Because they asked you to burn motor, you should be able to provide evidence. Where is the evidence that he sent you people to go and burn police station? There was no evidence to do about it. I'm not surprised because Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team is ahead of them. Of course, you can see that this is the same battle. The senior advocate, Mike Ezekome, who was in charge of Nnamdi Kanu case, defeated the federal government, other Buhari government, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu came back and started afresh again. This is the same routine they are passing. And that's why I've said to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whoever that want to hear, let him hear. That Bola Ahmed Tinubu is just wasting our resources. Today under the very watch now, we are going. You have borrowed more than what from Obasanjo to Jonathan, to Buhari. You have borrowed just the 2 years. That's why you have removed the subsidy. Nigeria are paying through their nose. You cannot be wasting our resources like this, in this manner. And tomorrow you say we should be patient and everything will be okay. Nigeria will be better. Is the best reason to remove subsidy. You remove for your own sake, not for Nigeria. Sharing the money for governors. What is the governor using the money for? If since you remove this subsidy now, right now, Nigeria can now enjoy free education. Nigeria now have access to medical health care. Nigeria now enjoy road infrastructure. We now have full life. We can say be patient, but enjoy what you are doing. So far, so good. What you have done now is to make few politicians who buy your idea, who buy whatever you want to do, even just try to destroy the democracy, turn it to dictatorship. These are the people you are spending the money for, not the masses out there. Let me remind you that there is hunger in Nigeria. People cannot send their children to school anymore. Let me remind you that people can no longer eat 2 square meals in a day in Nigeria, called Nigeria as a country. Let me remind you that a family now that have over 2 or 3 children now, 10,000 naira is not up to for them to survive in Nigeria. Let me remind you that not how much you meet dollar is now. You make dollar less than 500, maybe 400 or 3 something. Dollar is 1,600. You have spent 2 years now, plus now, the remaining 2 years, what do you have to tell Nigeria to deliver to Nigeria after the subsidy you remove? You claim that subsidy removal will be paying the debt that Buhari government put Nigeria into, but you are doing the worst. And that's why I'm telling you that I'm not surprised because Nnamdi Kanu will defeat them. At the end of it, I'll take my word to bank. Just see some motor show. We still also have to wait to hear from Bola Ahmed Tinubu before you will deliver judgment. Because the case to which federal government and DSS are bringing out are not substantial enough for them to win the case. This is how the government want them. Buhari government. He advised the federal government, this route you are taking now, dialogue, let this thing be dialogue. But they look at the man don't know what he's doing. I've said the time without number, even Buhari government who took it upon himself to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Nnamdi Kanu still defeat Buhari government. With his court, he's the owner of the court. He's the owner of everything under Buhari government. Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team, they defeated him. A court in Umuahia had delivered judgment. A court in Enugu delivered judgment in favor of Nnamdi Kanu under Buhari government. Not to talk of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which you are not even the one that initiated this problem. How do you think that you can overturn the case and win this case in favor of federal government? I've told you that what is happening in Nigeria today is Ibophobia. If Nnamdi Kanu were to be Hausa, do you think this issue will leg to this extent? If Nnamdi Kanu were to be Yoruba man, do you think Nnamdi Kanu will stay far like this? Omo already that call for revolution is working freely in Nigeria. Do you know what is revolution? Revolution is to collect power. It's treason offense from Buhari government, or Tinubu government. A man who is coming for separatists say, let's conduct a referendum for my people. If my people say they want to stay in Nigeria, good, I will hands up. What is the offense of Nnamdi Kanu? Would you people ask Buhari who unleashed this anger? Where we know IPOP there under Jonathan, good of the Jonathan. It was not Buhari government, IPOP people started. For crying out loud. They were going out with their flags, demonstrating, let my people go. We want a referendum. That is on a peaceful protest where they were protesting. Till Buhari came in and unleashed his anger against the Igbos. The anger in him of Biafra war was what Buhari came to revenge of. Unknown to him that he's going to advertise Biafra issue to the world without paying him 1 naira. Today, Buhari, out of his ignorance, have advertised IPOP, Biafran to the world. Many countries who have not heard about Africa today now have heard about Africa. Have you not heard that Benjamin Netanyahu is coming to Biafra land? To some of you who watch the video, how do you think Benjamin Netanyahu is lying? He did not call Biafra. He said he's coming to Africa. He's coming for his brother Jews. Who are the Jews in Africa? Igbos are the only Jews in Africa. Go and make research of it. Igbos are the Jews. You expect him to call Biafra? Of course, he won't dare it because he will go against the world regulation. Biafra have not been declared as a nation. He can't tell you he's coming to Biafra land. He spoke in parables, and those who understand the parable know what he's saying. What Benjamin Netanyahu is saying. Today now, in the case of this war against the Iran and Israel, have they not divided? Who is Biafra supporting? Who is the Fulani men? Who are they supporting now? So this is to tell